the ground. It's a dizzying day. I would give a lot to get away.
Hello everybody, hope you're well. If you haven't gathered by the video introduction, this video is all about this. This is the FlashSpeed 1500 from VTOMAN. And as well as being a power pack, a solar generator or whatever you want to call it, you can actually jump start a vehicle from this as well, which is quite unique to VTOMAN. They do this on a number of their products. And there's two key reasons that I'd highly recommend buying this. And the first reason is the price. On their website at the moment, it's about £619, and I think they're going to send me a discount code as well. I haven't got that as yet when I'm doing the filming, but if you check the description below, if there is a discount code, it will mention it there. Or if I get it when I'm editing, I'll put it under here now. The second reason to buy this is, unlike most other power packs, you can start your vehicle with it. Unfortunately, they don't send the jump leads with it. You have to buy these separate, and I think they're about £30 off their website. And I thought I was going to get around this, and the keen-eyed ones of you in the introduction will see this wasn't actually plugged in. I do have another VTOMAN jump start pack that I use a lot. I've used this on tractors and when I've been working on my motorbikes to get some power in the bikes to start the bikes. And I thought, well, if I've got this, it's got one of these that'll fit that one. It's different. So you have to buy the specific one that fits this. It fits in this socket here, and it's got a third little pin inside, which this one doesn't have. So it's unfortunate that one of the main selling factors of this is that you can jump start your vehicle with it, but it doesn't actually come with this. But that said, at that price point for this size of unit with a LiFeO 4 battery in, it's incredibly good value. And the format of this, the way this is set up, is really good as well. So let's have a look what you get in the box. Comes well packaged. You obviously get the power unit. You get a charging lead from a cigarette socket that fits in there and goes into your cigarette socket. It would take a hell of a long time to recharge this using this, but you can top it up as you're driving along. It comes with a USB-C to USB-C, and it comes with a standard USB to USB-C lead, and it comes with a mains lead and no power pack. We tend to call these like a kettle lead. The functionality of this is good as well. So there's no silly handles stuck on the top, so it's nice and flat for storage. There is a compartment in there to put your leads in if you wish. But all the controls are on the front of this, including the inputs. So this is where you put your input, and it'll take from AC 1500 watts. So this unit from 0 to full will charge within an hour because it's charging at 1500 watts, which is brilliant, super fast, faster than most other units. Most of them say in an hour they'll get to 80%, but this one's fully charged. This is your DC input for your cigarette socket, and that'll take 200 watts. So 200 watts going into this, it's 1500 watts. You can do the maths, it'll take some time. Also solar input here, 400 watts, and that's like an Henderson connector under there. And you can put any solar panel into that at up to 400 watts and to the relevant voltage, which gives you all the instructions in the instruction manual. USB-Cs, USB-As and a fast charge. You've got your standard DC cigarette socket here, but that's 12 volts at 10 amps, so that wouldn't charge and run a diesel heater. There's not enough power in that to do it. And you've got these small barrel connectors on the bottom that we don't tend to use much in the UK, but they tend to be for like LED light strips. 3 sockets. It's a pure sound wave inverter, so it's 50 Hertz and up to 1500 watts with a surge up to 3000. And what that means is if you put something in this, like a drill or something that needs lots of power to start up, it'll allow you to take this up to 3000 watts for a short period of time, and then it'll drop it off. These are not 1500 watts each, it's a combination of those that goes up to 1500 watts. And then here, there's where your jump starter goes, and if you see, I don't know if you can see it on here, but there's a little pin there, and that's the difference between the jump leads I have and the ones you have to buy specifically for this. And you can buy variations of backup batteries that also fit in there, and they seem to use the same sort of pin. On the side you have a fan, on the back you have a light, and there's four different settings on that. The only thing with that is if you do stick this in a cupboard, you need to be careful because that button stands out a bit. So you could accidentally press that, switch your light on, and it'd drain your battery down. But it does give you an indicator on the front screen that the light is on, so you would know. Vents for fans on the other side. The thing I like about this is it comes with this card regarding the guarantee, and it gives you their service email address and a WhatsApp number for their customer services, which is really good. So if you have a problem, you can actually get in touch with somebody. There's a list of all the specifications. We'll try it with some devices in a minute, but you can freeze frame this and have a look at those specs on there. So to switch it on, if you press the any of these buttons, it just gives you this initial display, which shows the capacity and how much it's charged to. And then when you switch it on, it goes through its setup cycle. So it powers up the battery management system, puts the fans on for a few seconds, and then it tells you how much capacity and how long something will run for. So if you plug your device in, we will do in a minute, it'll show you how long it will run for and how much power it's using. And it does the same for the different sockets as well. But everything's on the front, so if you wanted to fit this in a cupboard, you're not trying to fit cables in the side. And even with this one, which I've not seen on, I can't think of another product that has all the power inputs as well as all the power outputs on the front of the unit, which makes it so easy to use if you want to build this into your campervan or boat or wherever you're going to use it. The disadvantage is that it doesn't come with an app, so you have to physically switch things on and off with this unit. I suppose that's something to do with the price point. They've given a good quality unit, good quality battery. The cycles for this, with it being LiFeO 4 battery, is that it's 3,000 cycles, which equates to about 10 years of discharging it and charging it every day before the capacity of the battery in size drops to 80% if it's original power. So they've kept all that quality in there, but there's no app with it. So you can't actually put this in the boot of your campervan or hide it away and control it by the app. You have to physically switch the buttons. So if you're building a campervan, you have somewhere where you want to use this, it just needs to be accessible to enable you to switch things on and off. We're all electric in our van, so all these have been purposely bought because they're low wattage, but we'll test these on this unit. So what we got here? Sandwich maker or grill. These are great. These, I showed this a few times in my videos. It's like a hot grill, but you can always also make sandwiches in it as well. So let's have a look how this works with the unit. There you go, that is now running, and it's running at 709 watts, no problem. And it says on here that it'll last for 1.8 hours. Now to cook a toasted sandwich in that, or some sausages or something on the griddle, probably takes about 5 minutes. Doesn't take much longer than that at all. It gets hot really quick and it cooks quick. So a low powered toaster, that's at 679 watts, and that says it'll last for 1.9 hours. And there's nothing better than having an electric toaster and an electric kettle in your campervan. Get away from all that gas. I accidentally switched it off there. So there we have the electric kettle. There's no water in it, so I won't run it for long. Oh, need to switch it on. And that's running at 725 watts, and that will last for 1 hour, 1.7 hours. Hot pot. These are brilliant. These are absolutely brilliant for cooking pasta, stir fries. You can fry in it, doing soups. Super easy to clean. Just has a lead on the side and 3 power settings. We'll put it on the highest power setting and we'll plug this in. I've switched it off again. That runs at 611 watts on its highest setting, and again you can cook beans in that, pasta in that, 5 or 6 minutes, no problem whatsoever. Air fryer. Full power. 907 watts, and that will run for 1.4 hours. So with that running and the kettle, we should be able to run both of those at the same time. So there we have, it's taking slightly more than 1500 watts. It's running at 1650 watts, but it's running the kettle and the air fryer at the same time. So you can make yourself a cup of coffee and cook yourself some chips. Oh, nearly forgot the pizza oven. Yes, we have an electric pizza oven in our camper van. You don't need to slum it. And I need to check in this, because what I've done before is I've done these tests and I've done the videos, and I forgot that I store oven gloves and things in here. I've stopped doing it now for that reason, but these are fantastic. You can make yourself pizza dough or buy a pizza oven, a pizza from a supermarket and put it straight in the oven. It takes a 12-inch pizza. Absolutely brilliant. And it'll cook a pizza in 4 minutes. There's a timer on it as well. This is currently running at 1138 watts, and it lasts for 1.1 hours. The fans have come on this because it's taking quite a bit of power, and they're not over noisy fans. If you do put this into a unit, if you're building this into a camper van or you're putting it in a cupboard, you're going to have to make an airspace either side for those fans to draw across to keep the actual inverters and everything cool. But yeah, all that works. There's an element in there, one at the top there, and they get super hot. And I actually make my own pizza dough when I go away and make pizzas, and I love doing them outside. I have a cable that I can run outside from the power pack in back of the van, or you could just take one of these outside and be on a campsite showing off to people making your own pizzas. So you can have pizza and chips, breakfast for your toast, sandwich maker or your grill for your bacon, that for your baked beans, and a kettle to boil your water for your drink. So I hope you found that interesting and somewhat informative. I do like VTOMAN. They're great price. The functionality of having that jump start, even if you have to buy the cable separately, is brilliant. I obviously have that small one I showed in the video that I've been using for lots of stuff, and it's been fantastic. And I've reviewed these before. I've done a giveaway for one of these before, and I've had good feedback from the person who won that. And the one I used in the other review I give to a friend of mine, and he swears by it. He uses it on his boat. So we're going to give this one away, and this is a different giveaway. So you need to be a subscriber, and you need to leave the words in this video, in the comments of this video, I will pick it up. And the reason behind this is that I'm going to give this away to a subscriber. We'll do it in our normal way. We'll scan through the comments, and where it says I will pick it up, we will copy that slide and put it in a future video to announce the winner. But you do need to pick this up. So it's only going to be for people in the UK and people that can get up to the North York Moors National Park, where I'll meet up with you, we'll hand it over, and we might even get a photograph or put you in a future video clip if you want to do that. Get to meet the Whippets and go for a coffee or a quick beer. be nice to meet some of you. So it is a giveaway. You need to be a subscriber, so if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, give us the thumbs up and leave the comments. I'll pick it up and we'll randomly choose somebody. We won't contact you for any money, we won't contact you in any way apart from in a future video you'll see the slide of the winner where we announce this, so check out the future videos that are due to come, and there's some more giveaways to come as well. And we'll arrange and communicate through my email address, which is onemanandhiswhip@gmail.com, and we'll meet up with you in the national park and we'll hand it over to you. So that just leaves me to say thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.